Okay, what's going on, guys? Um, let's see what we're talking about today. Well, I believe you can read what it says behind me. I'm using this background today, and I thought it would be suitable to the topic that I was going to be talking about. It's called digital economy. And I was just, trying to find something that would kind of, combine the economy and what's going on. And of course, there's all kinds of material. And I was just trying to find something that would not be, full of numbers and tables and graphs and stuff and all kinds of, typical, boring economic shit. So I kind of, came up with this, and I thought, well, this is what I mean. With that, we're in business. Okay, what it means is this. Look at the title. It says, "The World in 2025, 8 predictions for the next 10 years." Hear me out, man. Next 10 years. 8 predictions for the next 10 years, next decade. Very critical time, time period, the next 10 years, next decade. And we are right now right at the door of this huge transition. This transition is simply completely driven by digital economy and technology. So what I want to do is first, I want to go through and share with you what this article, which is very short, and I'm going to read item by item. There are a total of 8 items, and then let's go from there. All right? Okay, that's enough talk. In 2025, in accordance with Moore's Law, we will see an acceleration in the rate of change as we move closer to a world of true abundance. There are 8 areas where we'll see the extraordinary transformation the next decade. Number one, $1,000 human brain. That's not a joke. Why does it say so? In 2025, $1,000 will buy you a computer which is able to calculate at 10 to the power 16 cycles per second. What that means is, if you guys are having trouble with thinking about what that means to 10 to the power 16, 10 trillion cycles per second processing power, imagine that your computer has. That's what it means, which is the equivalent of processing speed of human brain. Number two, a trillion sensor economy. The Internet of Things, Internet of Everything, or in short, IoE, describes the network connections between devices, people, processes, and data. By 2025, the IoE will exceed 100 billion connected devices, each with a dozen or more sensors collecting data. This will lead to a trillion sensor economy, driving a data revolution beyond our imagination. Cisco's recent report estimates that IoE will generate $19 trillion of newly created value. Just now, stop for a second and step back and think again. Think again what you heard. Think again what I just said. I said $19 trillion of newly created and added value to the already existing system of the US economy. And also another key number here is, what did I say? 100 billion connected devices. Just to kind of give you a perspective, currently, right now, as of now, there are approximately 3+ billion devices that are connected. And in fact, you can see somewhere, sometimes that, for instance, it says Java language is running over 3 billion devices, which are all connected through internet. Examples? Well, gas pumps, for instance, when you're, buying a gas and you're sliding your credit card or going into the store, making a payment, all those devices are running on the network using Java language. Well, this one is, number one, it is $100 billion, and it's not limited, obviously, to those devices only that are using Java language. And there's all together, all of them combined, 100 trillion devices. Can you imagine? And that includes all the wearable computers and everything. What is a wearable computer? Imagine a coat, a t-shirt, and glasses, and watch, and shoes, and your coat, and your shorts, your socks are all, computer, computer, because they all have chips, they all have IP addresses, they are all network connected to the internet. Number 3, perfect knowledge. We're heading towards a world of perfect knowledge. With a trillion sensors gathering data everywhere. Those are autonomous cars example, satellite systems, drones, wearables, and cameras. You will be able to know anything you want, anytime, anywhere, and query that data for answers and insights that you need. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, you just please pay attention to what I said a few seconds ago. Wearables is one of them. Anything you can wear will be and can be on the internet. Number 4, excuse me, 8 billion hyper-connected people. Facebook, in parentheses, internet.org, SpaceX, that famous SpaceX of Elon Musk, Google, its Project Loon, Qualcomm, and Virgin, OneWeb, the Project OneWeb, are all planning to provide global connectivity to every human on Earth at speeds exceeding 1 megabit per second. I repeat, 1 megabit per second. We will grow from currently 3 to 8 billion connected humans, adding 5 billion new consumers into the global economy. They represent tens of trillions of new dollars flowing into the global economy. And they're not coming online like we did 20 years ago. And you may not everybody, those 20-year-olds and 25-year-olds may not remember, but I do, because, 20 years ago I was trying to, get on the internet, or 25 years ago, using AOL America Online. And those who are about my age remember this famous "you got mail" stuff. And then when you try to dial in using the phone connections, it was going up. That was the kind of connection type. And its speeds were like 9600, and we thought it was a great speed. Today, it's not even considered a snail speed. So they are coming online with a 1 megabits per second connection and access to the world's information on Google Cloud, 3D printing, Amazon Web Services, artificial intelligence with Watson, co-funding, and crowdsourcing, and more. Number 5, disruption of healthcare. So, existing healthcare institutions will be crushed as new business models with better and more efficient care emerge. Thousands of startups, little startup companies, as well as today's data giants such as Google, Apple, Microsoft, SAP, IBM, etc., will all enter this lucrative $3.8 trillion healthcare industry with new business models that dematerialize, demonetize, and democratize today's bureaucratic and inefficient healthcare system. That's why here the line goes as disruption of healthcare. It's going to be a much better healthcare system, first by disrupting the currently existing model and bringing the digital technology, the digital revolution into the new healthcare model, new healthcare system. Biometric sensing, those are wearables. Again, we're back to the same thing, wearables. And artificial AI, artificial intelligence will make each of us the CEOs of our own health. That means we're gonna be all in charge of our own healthcare. We're gonna be in the know. We will decide. We will have the complete through freedom to make free decisions about our own healthcare. Large-scale genomic sequencing and machine learning will allow us to understand the root cause of cancer, heart disease, and neurodegenerative diseases, and what to do about it. Robotic surgeons can carry out an autonomous surgical procedure perfectly every time. Perfectly. Getting it right the first time. For pennies on the dollar. Each of us will be able to regrow. Please hear me out. Hear me out. I'm going to repeat this. Each of us will be able to regrow our heart, liver, lung, or kidney when we need it. Instead of waiting for the donors to die and somebody, donates his liver or lung or heart and then sign up for it and get in line and wait for months, maybe years, and then maybe, we can qualify to get that and have that implanted on our body. No more. We're going to be regrowing if we need it. Number 6, augmented and virtual reality. Billions of dollars invested by Facebook, Oculus, Google, Magic Leap, Microsoft's HoloLens, Sony, Qualcomm, HTC, and others will lead to a new generation of displays and user interfaces. The screen as we know it now, the screens I'm talking about, your cell phone screen, your laptop screen, the TV screen you're looking at, you're watching TV shows and stuff, will all disappear and be replaced by eyewear. And this is not that geeky Google glasses that you're probably thinking about now. It's not that. It's all geeky, and when you wear it, there's nothing cool about it. It's super uncool. That's not, it's not nerdy geeky stuff. But stylish equivalents to what the well-dressed aficionados are wearing today. The result will be a massive disruption in a number of industries, ranging from consumer retail to real estate, education, travel, entertainment, and the fundamental ways we operate as humans. Number 7, early days of Jarvis. Artificial intelligence research will make huge strides in the next decade. If you think Siri of Apple or iPhone is useful now, the next decade's generation of Siri will be much more like Jarvis from Iron Man, with expanded capabilities to understand and answer. Companies like IBM, Watson, DeepMind, and Vicarious continue to hunker down and develop next generation AI systems. In a decade, it'll be normal for you to give your AI access to listen to all of your conversations, read your emails, and scan your biometric data, because the upside and convenience will be so immense. And the last item, number 8 on the list, is not nobody but blockchain. Blockchain, I repeat, blockchain. If you have not heard of the blockchain, I highly recommend you to read up on it, please. Catch up, guys, catch up on it. You might have heard of Bitcoin. I'm sure you all heard of Bitcoin, which is the decentralized, global, and democratized, highly secure cryptocurrency based on the blockchain. But the real innovation is the blockchain itself. It's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Today it is Bitcoin. Tomorrow there will be another one. It is a cryptocurrency. But all the cryptocurrencies are operating on what platform? Blockchain. So the real, true innovation, the true value add is in blockchain innovation. The blockchain is a protocol that allows us for secure, direct, without a middleman. That's what direct means. Without a middleman, digital transfers of value and assets, think money, contracts, stocks, all these. Investors like Mark Anderson have poured tens of millions of dollars into the development and believe this as important of an opportunity as the creation of the internet itself. One more thing that I'd like to add to this blockchain here. The famous company MicroStrategies, the CEO and founder of that company, MicroStrategies, Michael Saylor, he himself invested over $1 billion, I repeat, $1 billion of his company's money into blockchain technologies. Blockchain is let me put it this way, guys. It said it here, but I'm going to repeat this myself because it's so important. The importance of internet revolution, which started, coming into force during the early 1990s and changed the whole entire landscape of business and economics, as we are right now witnessing. And as you know, that we're not going back to it. We're not going back to those ages. Now, internet is a way, one common platform that everything is being operated upon, right? Blockchain is the same thing, the same revolution, except it will have the same effect and impact on everything, starting with the financial system. Decentralized economy, in short, it's called DeFi, decentralized finance, and it is true revolution. All right, guys, I just completed and went through those 8 items with you. So just so you know, I basically, okay, why am I doing this? Huh? Why am I doing this? Why did I put that background, behind me? It says digital economy. Again, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about, what's going on now, and a lot of doomsayers we're hearing. Economy is this, economy is that. And I was thinking about in general, specifically in the U.S. economy, in its integration to the world economy, the global economy. And I think, more or less, I would say, with a certain degree of confidence, I would say that more or less, pretty much anybody or something close to it, we're either intellectually aware or somehow we can feel that we're going through kind of unique times in the history. What makes this unique is, without going back through all kinds of historical analyses and trying to bring down a lot of information, some kind of almost like lecture-like speech, we're the times that we're in now, we're rapidly at an accelerating rate also rolling into the new world order. In this process, whether we like it or not, we can bring all kinds of critiques to it. We can say lots of things about it, against it, for it, whatever. Whether we like it or not, whether we understand it or not, we are rapidly moving towards a new world order. And in this new world, which is the key here, as you see the title, The World in 2025, somehow this article is using the world 2025, the date 2025, as a milestone to explain the changes for the next 10 years. We are right now at a very fast pace going to that direction. And the way it goes, approximately 10 years from now, a lot of things that are still seen fascinating or like fantasy today will become daily realities 10 years from now. Let me put it this way. 20-year-olds 10 years from now will not be looking at those things and being fascinated and thinking, oh man, this is awesome, whatever. This will be the daily reality. So this is the digital economy. This is the digital revolution, and all these changes that this little article tried to kind of wrap up in those 8 items that can be expanded hugely, that can be implemented, that can be kind of applied to a lot of aspects of economy and all that. But let me tell you this, guys. Those of you, especially the young friends, I'm talking specifically targeting you. Those who are finishing high school today, who are getting their education in college, maybe about to complete their college education, maybe they just finished college and trying to establish a career and future, especially something related to technology. This is fascinating time for these young folks. Think about big data, think about artificial intelligence, think about machine learning, think about all these huge changes and their implications on all kinds of economic structures. I just mentioned the healthcare. I just mentioned, the retail, entertainment, travel, sports, you name it. All these industries will be, hugely, hugely impacted by these changes. And I do work currently in data area, and I'm just, very shortly trying to describe it. Data area. And for the sake of the description of what I do, let's call me data analyst, or currently data strategist. The future, if you guys embrace technology, if you guys embrace anything related to it, you can't go wrong with that. Opportunities are endless. Combinations, permutations are endless, and their applications are endless. And again, one more thing I want to tell you. You don't have to study computer science for this. You don't have to be this or that engineer. You can, whatever your passion is, you can, if you have motivation, you can touch it from some angle. All these, developments, all these improvements in technology, all these major, massive changes that is coming our way in new economy, which is digital economy. As long as you have passion, as long as you have love for what you do, if it is somehow related to these developments, and if very few things will not be related, then you can build yourself a fruitful, productive, and happy career. I just wanted to share this, guys, with you, because these developments are basically so powerfully describing what's coming our way and the economic potentials of it, the total value that will be generating and producing globally, and for the US, for American economy. Huge opportunities are coming. There is no reason to be depressed. Just understand the changes. Be open-minded. Read up. Educate yourselves. Educate yourselves about what's going on. What's going on in the current economy, which is nothing but short of revolving into digital economy, and reposition yourselves or position yourselves strategically. Understand what's going on. A lot of new titles are about to come, and there will be jobs 10 years from now, job titles that will be from now, maybe 15 years and 20 years, that are currently not available. They say a lot of babies will be born today. Their job titles that they're going to have maybe 25 years from now are not right now in existence, but they will be. This is how fast the world is changing. This is how fast the economy is changing. And please, please, be positive. Apply yourselves. Educate yourselves. Research and read up on what's going on in the digital economy and position yourselves. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for listening to this. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.